Is Japanese car maker Toyota is the most reliable car in the world?
もう死んでいる。何?
Or could there be other brands besides that? What about Mazda? So today, we're gonna find out. So I'm Adrian, I'm from Car Fusion, and if you are new to the channel, you might as well just subscribe so that you can receive more videos just like this. And as you have seen in the thumbnail, well, we're gonna review the Mazda 3 hatchback. So let me give you an overview of how does the car looks like, you know, outside and inside. So let's get it done. So I actually borrowed this car from a friend. Let's just name him Mr. S. And yeah, this is the Mazda 3 hatchback. He owned this car for 1.5 years, and it has 30,000 kilometers on it. Right, so this is not seen by many on the road. As you can see, this is a hatchback and it looks beautiful, doesn't it? It's gorgeous actually, compared to the sedan. Of course, I do like the sedan too, but if you talk about design wise, the flow, you can see the back flow is flowing just from the front until the back. So, yep. It looks a little bit like hatchback, and of course, it looks more sportier in that case, right? So, it has 18-inch wheel tire. We're gonna discuss about that later. So this is a stock tire at this point. Toyo, this is a Toyo 18-inch Proxys 215/45 R18. And for 1.5 years, it's gonna be worn out. Maybe another 3,000, maybe another service. You might need to change this tire. And the best thing about this car, it has original tailpipes, not like the sedan one, which they hide it underneath. I'm not sure why, but you get, you know, twin exhaust real tailpipes. And this car comes with the Skyactive technology, which is quite a while in the market, plus GVC. Right, so let's take a look at the back boot space. So pretty big though, I would say. So yeah, sorry about the stuffs, but yeah, it's pretty big, and the footwell is not that deep though, so it's easy for you to put stuff, and the opening is huge. Just look at that, it's huge, right? So let's close this up. No auto tailgate, but manually is not too bad too. Easy to close, easy to open. Yeah, right, let's go into the car. Check it out. And they actually auto lock the car if I forget to lock, which is an awesome feature. Okay. It's pretty hot right now, so let's just start the button. Start the button is here. So this is the full spec edition. Sorry, let me turn it down. So you have everything from the heads-up display, full leather, because this is a new facelift model. So you get the parking brake, automatic parking brake, electronic parking brakes here. You get the GVC, you get lane keep assist, i-stop, ESC, you get pedal shifters even. These pedal shifters are plastic, but good quality plastic. One thing I like about the Mazda 3 is the steering wheel. The leather for this steering wheel is just on point. I think Mazda, you know, recent years have stepped up their game, and I mean, you can see a lot of reviews on that, but in terms of cabin quality, fit and finish, they're moving towards the premium line, right? So you can, it's all soft touch. This is This is a bit hard, but here this is soft touch, except this touch, and you get this minimalistic design of the cabin, right? There's no need for further introduction, but overall, just sitting here, you sit quite a bit low. You have good visibility, and yeah, it feels good. All the touch points are good. This feels a bit hard. Here it's hard actually. Here it's soft. Not sure why, but you still get some leather stitching here. And overall, it's a really nice cabin, I would say. Let's go to the back seat and see whether it's packed or not. Yep. That's the sound when your keys are not in the car. At least there's some indication. Okay. I'm sitting at my driving position. I have maybe two fingers. Okay, so I'm focus. I'm 170 cm. I still got this much headroom. It's actually quite alright, although the window here is a bit small, but because the front seat is quite low, right? So your vision from behind is okay, it's alright. Okay, I don't mind. Yeah, for a family, you have ISOFIX. One issue with this car is this: the rear side is not that good actually. So, but it's alright. You have rear facing cameras, and yeah, overall on the back here you get the same treatment. Soft leather. I'm not sure if this is leather or this is PVC, but it's alright. You get soft plastic here. No stitching, by the way. You get a cup holder. And the sitting position is okay. It's comfortable, but definitely, well, not that spacious in this class, right? So let's go to the front. All right, so if you're planning to own this car, what are the pros and cons, right? So the pros, because he bought this a year and a half, and that time they have the free service package. I'm not sure if they still have it right now, but you get 3 years or 60,000 kilometers free service, including labor, oil, everything all in. It's just like BMW, if I'm not mistaken. I will, if I'm wrong, I'll put the correct one in the description. You have 5 years warranty, 100,000 for this car specifically. What are pros and cons if you're considering buying this car? So the pros will be, you have a pretty much nice cabin, very minimalistic, very high quality in fit and finish. You have GVC handling. Well, a lot of car reviewers have done how this car reacts in terms of driving experience. The throttle response, the gearbox, together with the 2.0-liter engine. Right, it's one of the best combination you can find in this class. And with that said, basically this car has one of the best handling. It's more on the sportier side rather than the comfort side. And of course the design, one last thing, the design. So the design is pretty much futuristic, I would say. Even if you go back to the 323, Mazda 323, it still looks good today, right? So we hardly see that anymore because I don't know. Would there be a reliability issue? We will find out, right? Okay, so what are the cons of this car? So some of the cons of this car is the tire, right? Because this is a performance driven car, so they put low profile tire 18-inch. So 18-inch, if you're talking about this Tyre, if you're changing back the original tire, which there's a little bit of road noise, by the way, but you're looking at 400 ringgit per tire. So all tires changed in 2006. If you want to change the tire, I highly recommend, which Michelin doesn't pay me for, but I mean, they really produce good tires, right? If you're looking at the Pilot Sport 4 18-inch, it costs you a whopping 800 ringgit. That's twice as what you're paying for Toyota tires. To give you a perspective, 15-inch Michelin Pilot Sport 3 costs around 250-ish there. And an 18-inch, just by 3-inch, the price jumped to 800 ringgit. So if you're planning to upgrade your rims or tires, sorry, to more than 15-inch, be ready to fork out that kind of money. Be ready to budget, right? And what are the cons? Other cons of this car? Well, because of the low profile tire, you will not have that comfortable ride unless you go for the the lower spec, which is 17-inch. That would ride much better. Throughout the 1.5 year, he did have a battery failure. However, it's still under warranty. Not sure what was the reason, but a battery of this car for wear and tear maintenance costs around 400 because of the start-stop. Or most start-stop cars who have this function would have to change a more expensive battery. Into perspective, if you compare to the Proton Iris, you can get a battery for 170 to 200 ringgit, or even higher, depending on what kind of battery you're going for. For me, a normal Century battery costs around 200 for a Proton Iris. So you definitely, there's a step up in terms of cost maintenance of this car. Of course, we are not comparing apple to apple because this is a C segment car and Iris is a B segment car. But if you're looking at what is it like to maintain, then that's what it is. What else? Okay, so this car has some kind of knock sound when he first got it for a few months, and until today that knock sound still prevails, and there's no solution on how to fix it yet. So yeah, the knocking sound is there. I mean, you have a pretty quiet cabin, not the best in this class, but when you hear that tok sound, I mean, you're paying so much, right? So it's pretty much unacceptable, and when you bring it to Mazda, nobody can find a solution, so not sure why. But that's something, not sure if all cars face it, but yeah, it's pretty much common, I would say. So yep, that's about my review on the exterior and interior of this car, Mazda 3. So if you have any question, or if you own a Mazda 3, or even know mechanics that are good, do drop them down the comment below. If you're new to the channel, don't hesitate to subscribe to this channel. We want to make sure that we progress, and we know that you are interested in more content just like this. And click the like button if you like this video. Click a unlike button if you don't like this video, so that we know we should improve more on this. Till then, guys, drive safe on the road. I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.